Hey, Jack. How's everybody doing today? So I know this isn't gonna probably start out well, but I have a court date for traffic infraction. No, I'm just really tired, man. Really tired. I work till 5 in the morning. Not sick. But anyways, I got a traffic infraction court date. I am not going to wear a mask. I doubt they're gonna let me in. And I'm gonna do what I can to keep out of jail, but demand that my rights are upheld. Section 18, 242, USC Section 18, 242, deprivation of rights under the color of law. There is no law saying you have to wear a mask. Hey, Rockman, how you doing, brother? There's no law saying you have to wear a mask. It is completely totalitarian, and more people need to stand up. So I'm going to do my diligence and stand up, which I wish everybody would. We wouldn't have to be going through this. But I know it's not going to go well. My court date's at 2:30, so I wanted to start the stream a little early. Let everybody get in. Oh, man. Yeah, King Inslee. King Inslee is very well mandating things that are unconstitutional and against all freedoms. Why don't you mandate something that stands up for Americans? So, let you guys take a look at the courthouse. I'm gonna be heading in just a second here. So if I don't read your comments, it's because I am dealing with them. All right, here we go, guys. All right.
If you've got anything in your pocket, they'll go in the bands, as well as a belt if you've got one.
Okay.
Thank you. Any of these?
Let my pants will stand up.
Yeah. All right, I'll play through.
I don't need to put my wallet in there, do I?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
I'm going to pass it around for you so it doesn't set you off.
Thank you.
And then if you'll answer those 4 questions right there to your left.
No.
And then do you need a mask?
No.
So to enter, you're going to need a mask.
I'm exempt.
You're exempt?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll play through.
There's a lot of crap on there.
All right, you're all set.
Or, yeah.
Alrighty, you all set?
Thank you.
Tell me, I forgot my slip. The traffic court or
That I'm not. I would ask them.
that's them. Yeah. Can you tell me where I can go to traffic court or traffic infraction? Third floor. Thank you. So far, so good. Impressive. Yeah, I went to Snohomish County Court.
Hi, guys.
Is this the 2 o'clock or the 2:30? Up here it says 2:30. Here it says 2.
Yeah, it's 2:30.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Should be alphabetical, too.
Hey guys, a little time before the hearing, so I thought I would check with you. As you can see, I'm maskless. I will not wear a mask. Anyways, if you guys want to stay on here and watch the hearing, see if the judge will allow me to be in there without a mask, then feel free. Thank you for joining me. So, I'm going to make it look like I don't have my phone on. flip this like this, and we'll see what happens. And go sit down in the courtroom. Strand, John.
You have 2 ladders.
Yeah.
Yes. What's your name? Oh, Sophia, roll 9, Sophia Cottage.
Mm-hmm. Um, 234. There's another also not moving.
the actual suite would be 159. 159.
We have 2 interpreters, ASL and Spanish, in case you guys want to take those 2 matters first.
I'm not some cases on Thursday.
And staff? Miss Sam will be off tomorrow, so perfect. Yeah, she'll be back.
Okay.
It's her birthday today, so she took it off.
Oh, nice. Good for her.
Yes.
That's what I need. I don't deserve it anymore.
I know, I'm in district court now, so I haven't done practice in a while.
Your last name?
Talavera,
I'm sorry?
José Talavera.
Need Spanish interpreter?
Please.
Do you have?
everyone. My name is Sophia Paget. I am a Rule 9 Deputy Prosecuting Attorney, and I represent the state today. That means I cannot provide you with legal advice. You can ask me questions, any questions you have, but my answer will likely be, I'm sorry, I can't answer that. I can't provide you with any legal advice. I'm not on your side. I am your opponent. There are 5 options for what we can do here today, and I'm going to explain each option briefly. Then you can message me, or I can speak with you if you're in person, individually, to answer any questions about those options and figure out what you want to do here today if you wish to do so. So the 5 options are 1, a deferral, 2, a live at 25, 3, an amendment, 4, mitigation, and 5, a contested hearing. First is a deferral, and a deferral is essentially if the legislature's free pass. If the court defers your ticket, it's dismissed off your record. This means it won't go to the Department of Licensing and it won't affect your insurance. In order to qualify, you must have a valid Washington State driver's license. Second, you cannot have a commercial driver's license. And third, you cannot have used a deferral within the last 7 years. If the court grants your request for deferral, you must pay $136 within 30 days. If you don't pay that amount for 30 days, the ticket will be found committed, so make sure you make the payment on time. Unlike some other jurisdictions, Snohomish County does not have a probationary period for its deferrals. That means once you pay, the ticket is dismissed and cannot come back upon you. The second option is a live at 25. If you're between the ages of 15 and 24 on the date of your citation, you can choose this option. It requires you to take a 4-hour course, then your ticket will be dismissed. There are 4 requirements for this course. First, you must be between 15 and 24 on the date of violation. Second, you'll have to take a 4-hour course at Edmonds Community College or Everett Community College, and the court will give you more information on how to sign up. And sign up right away if you can. Classes fill up. They might not fill up as quickly if they're virtual with COVID, but they do still fill up, so sign up when you can. The third is you have to take this course and you will have to pay $136. The fourth is you must have a valid license and proof of insurance by the date of your class. The third option is an amendment. This is the option that attorneys most often want to do. For this option, I will take your moving violation and amend it to a Snohomish County code as driving with tags expired 2 months under. The reason we do this is because it should be considered a non-moving violation by Department of Licensing, so it should not affect your insurance. Because of that amendment, it's kind of a break on your record, so to speak. And in exchange for that break, it does tend to be more expensive based on various factors, including your driving record. At a minimum, we typically charge at least $25 extra. If you're interested in this option, just let me know and I can tell you if the state has an offer for an amendment and how much that will cost you. The fourth option is mitigation. This is you saying, yes, I did it, but here are all the other things going on the roadway that day, or here's what's going on in life. If you choose this option, you're not confessing that you committed the infraction. The court will consider what you have to say, will find the ticket committed, and will potentially lower the monetary value of the ticket. The last option is a contested hearing. This option is for those of you who, for whatever reason, do not believe you committed the ticket. Contesting is an all or nothing proposition. Once we start, we're not stopping, meaning I will object to deferrals and mitigation, and my amendment offer is off the table. So you need to make this decision up front. If you decide to have a contested hearing, it will be my burden to prove by preponderance of the evidence that you committed the infraction. It means more likely than not that you did. In other words, 51% to 49%. The court will consider the notice of infraction, the officer's statement, and any other attachments. You do not have to testify. If you choose to do so, the court will swear you in and hear what you have to say. I will have the opportunity to cross-examine you. We will then both make arguments to the court, and the court will make its final decision. So those are the 5 options. Again, first a deferral, second a live at 25, third an amendment, fourth mitigation, or 5 a contested hearing. So let me know if there's any of those you'd like to discuss any of those options with me. I'm available on Zoom as Rule 9 DPA, so we can have it.
in the afternoon, contested calendar for Everett District Court. If any of you have any questions as we go, I think the prosecutor already made some opening comments. Just raise those questions. We can reschedule cases to a different calendar if you find the cases on the wrong calendar. Let me first take some matters where there are agreed motions and orders. The first is State versus Alimu. And this is an agreed motion and order to amend the charge to expired registration on $200 penalty. I've signed that order and I'll hand that down to the clerk. Next is Pedro Bateco, and this is also to amend the charge to expire agreement to mitigate count 2 to an agreed penalty of $100. I signed that order. Next is Ji Moon Jang. This is an agreed motion in order to amend the charge to expired registration, less than 2 months with a penalty of $159. And I have signed that order. Next is Elizabeth Rose Cooksa. That's an agreed motion to amend the charge to expired registration under 2 months with a $264 penalty. Next is Shelby Nelson. This is an agreed order to amend the charge or it's a motion to continue pending an uncharged criminal offense to later track. Violation is not yet filed, so we'll go ahead and grant that motion. Next is Manoj Adhikar. Motion to dismiss. time. I'm going to call a couple of cases out of order. First is Stephen Pfeiffer. And I had a note, he is appearing. We have an American Sign Language interpreter present. Or we should.
I'm sure we are.
Oh,
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Nancy Carson, nationally certified American Sign Language interpreter. I'm court certified, and I also have my oath on file. And I am also looking at Mr. Pfeiffer here on screen.
Okay, thank you. This appears on today's contested calendar, but I also had an indication that it was on for mitigation. So I need first clarification of whether this is a mitigation hearing or a contested hearing.
Okay, well, I'm not sure if I could explain the situation first. I'm not really sure which it would be. I was parking at the park in Mukilteo. I was in the town of Mukilteo. I was near the ferry dock. And there was a sign that said pay for 4 hours. And it said that you were able to pay online using an app. So with my iPhone, I went ahead and paid for the first 4 hours. And I took the ferry out to Whidbey Island. And then that was an all-day thing. So again, on my phone, I tried to pay for an additional 4 hours. But it, for some reason, was not allowing me to. And I do have a picture on my phone to be able to show that it was not letting me pay for the additional 4 hours. And then when I got back to my car, there was a ticket on the window. Or there was a ticket. Like I said, I was gone. I tried to pay online and it would not allow me to.
Okay, I don't doubt what I'm being told. The parking pass costs $10 for 4 hours. How about I set a penalty of $10 for not getting the extra hours? It's not a moving violation.
That would be fine, Your Honor. I would take that.
Okay, and we have an address of 126 West Casino Road, Apartment 2. If that's still valid, we'll send a notice. He'll have 30 days to get that paid.
That is a correct address. Okay, that sounds fine. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you, and that's the only case that I'm aware of for which we need a sign interpreter, so you're excused. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Will do. We'll next call Jose Talavera Coria.
Vamos a llamar el caso del señor José Talavera Coria. Good afternoon, Your Honor. For the record, we got the Provo, Washington State Court of Spanish interpreter privilege for an innovative requirement.
This matter comes on a contested hearing for charge of driving without insurance.
Usted está aquí para una audiencia contenciosa o peleada por una multa por manejar sin tener aseguranza.
Does Mr. Talavera Coria wish to still contest whether or not this infraction was committed?
Señor Talavera Coria, ¿usted desea todavía pelear si esta infracción fue cometida o no?
Sí.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. I have the police officer's report before me. Let me take a moment to look through that.
Gracias. Tengo aquí el informe de policía frente a mí en un momento para revisar.
Okay, I've reviewed the police officer's report. If Mr. Talavera Coria has any question about the officer's report, I can read that for him.
Está bien, he revisado el informe de lo que hicieron. Si el señor Talavera alguna pregunta para mí referente al informe de lo que ya yo se lo puedo leer a usted.
No me traes los papeles.
No, I have not seen those papers.
All right, let me read the substantive part of the officer's report.
Déjeme leerle a usted la narración principal del informe del oficial.
The defendant was stopped for brake light violation.
Dice que paró al acusado porque tenía un incumplimiento con su luz de freno.
Upon contacting the defendant, they could not produce current and valid liability insurance for the vehicle they were operating.
Cuando me puse en contacto con el acusado, ellos no pudieron presentar aseguranza a terceros que estuviese al día y disponible.
The defendant could not produce any forms of insurance.
Correspondiente para el vehículo que estaban manejando y el acusado no pudo presentar ningún tipo de aseguranza.
I did inform the defendant that if they truly did have insurance, that
Y no me han acusado que si en realidad ellos sí tenían aseguranza,
that was current on the date and time of the stop.
que estaba al corriente el día y la hora que tuvo lugar la parada,
And provided that to the court, that the court would dismiss the citation.
y que se lo presentasen en el tribunal, que el tribunal descensaría la multa.
And the scheduled penalty is $553.
Y la multa aplicada, programada, son $553.
Mr. Talavera Correa, did you wish to testify or present evidence?
Señor Talavera, Coria, ¿usted desea testificar o presentar algún tipo de prueba?
Pago el ticket.
And sorry, the interpreter is going to ask for a repetition. ¿Puede repetir lo que dijo para la intérprete, por favor?
Mejor pago el ticket. Pago el ticket que me dieron.
And the interpreter is going to clarify. ¿Usted dijo que va a pagar la multa?
Sí.
I will just state the ticket.
All right, do you have insurance on this vehicle now?
¿Usted tiene ahora mismo aseguranza en ese vehículo?
La tengo en el carro.
I have it in the car.
Where's your car?
¿Dónde tiene usted su carro?
Aquí parqueado afuera.
It's outside. It's parked right outside.
Go get that insurance and come back. I'll continue with the calendar, but I'll recall your case as soon as I see you. And I want to look at the insurance information you have for the vehicle.
Bueno, vaya usted ahora mismo a agarrar su aseguranza. Yo voy a continuar con el calendario y cuando le vuelva a usted a ver aquí de nuevo en la sala, voy a llamar su caso. Quiero ver qué tipo de información tiene de su aseguranza.
Ok, gracias.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. The next matter that I'll call out of order is John Paul Strand.
Yes.
Mr. Strand, it looks as though, had you requested that the officer be subpoenaed?
I was working on it, yeah. And I just got a letter from, I believe, Snohomish County Courthouse saying that I have to go actually physically take it to him, the subpoena.
You or
So I thought filling out the paperwork, because they're a public servant, that they would have to adhere to that. I wasn't aware that I actually had to serve the person. So I did it wrong.
Okay. Do you want to come back and go ahead and serve the officer?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay.
And I have, this is like I didn't even know that I was charged with these things until about 3 months ago, when I had court in Snohomish County, and the judge told me about it. So I don't own this vehicle anymore.
Okay, well, if you wanted to have the officer subpoenaed to be present for your hearing, We can go ahead and do that. I see Judge Howard had previously issued a subpoena for the officer to appear on September 14 at 2:30. I'm assuming the court, that's as much as the court does. So you received that for service. In other words, you needed to track him down or leave the subpoena
I believe so.
at his place of work.
Yeah.
I will issue a new subpoena for a new court date,
Okay.
and we'll start over. But now that you know what you need to do, you or someone else will need to serve him. My suggestion is that you have someone else go with you to serve him, find out when he comes on duty, what his detachment is, that sort of thing, so that you have a witness who can testify that on a certain date he was personally served with that subpoena.
Gotcha.
Okay? The other avenue would be by certified mail where there's return receipt, but it frankly would be better for you to personally serve the
I agree.
subpoena.
Yep.
Then if he does not appear for that new hearing, it's likely the court will dismiss the infraction.
Okay.
Our next date, and let me ask the clerk if we can print out a summons, and I don't know if Judge Howard will need to issue that and then send that to the defendant.
He can request it at the front counter and we can issue it there and then he will have a return of service packet also.
Okay, so go out to the front counter and request a subpoena. We'll give you a new date for a hearing here
Okay.
today.
So you won't mail it to me, I need to go to the counter?
You can go to the counter, and I think he can.
We just stamp them, Your Honor.
Okay.
So then you'll have it, and you can arrange to have it served.
And I know you can't give me legal advice. Where do I file for discovery? Would that be with WSP? Would that be with the prosecutor? Would that be the prosecutor? Okay.
Okay.
We'll mail you a new report, sir.
Oh, you'll mail it? Okay. So I'm done? Okay.
Actually, the new report date will be November 9th at 2:30.
Number 9. Okay.
But we'll mail you one too.
Great. And you, what address do you have? What does it say? 12432. 12431. Okay. Great. Thank you.
Okay.
8104 or 8104?
8104. All right, thank you.
You're welcome, and you're excused on both of those matters.
Thank you.
We'll recall the matter of
All right, so I need out of the courthouse or the courtroom. It went about as well as I wanted it to, I guess. It's still very sad. I have to go through all this bullshit. I will be giving that subpoena process through to the officer. Also, one thing I wanted to note is the same officer that gave me this infraction, I'd say about 80% of the tickets that were being heard today were from the same officer, so she's a high revenue officer. It'd be interesting to get her record. Anyways, I want to thank you all for joining me. I'm going to get out for now, and I will give you an update as soon as I can. Thank you. Extortion out.